ready here for the state championship game for the girls between Palatine Immanuel Bobcats and the Morton Bethel Flames. Records for both teams: Palatine with 24-3 record coming into the tournament, and Morton Bethel at 23-5. Have not played each other this year. They did play each other a couple years ago in the 2010 Consolation Championship won by Palatine. I have Steve Frisk here with Ryan Roth, and we're looking forward to this game. And once again, this is the championship game. What do you think, Ryan? What's the key matchups here?
We have both teams have a dominant force. Holly Straup for the Palatine averages 14 points a game with a game high in yesterday's semi win with 21. And for Bethel Morton, Brandy Bisbing also averages 14 points a game in this tournament with a game high of 21 also yesterday. It should be a very evenly matched game. You know, both teams, strong records. Morton Bethel come to this game as the 6th seed. Immanuel Palatine is the 1 seed. Immanuel Palatine is also a 7-time winner of the Illinois State Tournament. The last time they won was 2009. I can give you a little game recap today. For the girls, consolation champion Immanuel Batavia defeated Trinity Centralia 31-21. The 7th place game, Zion Belleville defeated Cross Yorkville 34-26. The 5th place game, Our Savior Springfield defeated Trinity Edwardsville 35-30. And our last game that we did was the 3rd place game. St. John's Lombard defeated Zion Lincoln 41-25. And also we have in a 5th place boys game, Decatur LSA defeated Trinity Edwardsville in a close one, 59-57. And in the 3rd place boys, just happened 20 minutes ago, Zion Marengo defeated Cross Yorkville 51-42.
2 games to go in this tournament. Like we said, this is the championship of the girls. Palatine Immanuel against Morton Bethel. And following this, after this game, will be the boys championship. And we're going to have, once again, Palatine Immanuel boy Bobcats are going to be taking on Peoria Christ. Should be a good game. Great tournament, Ryan. Once again, it's been a pleasure to do this with you. And, you know, hopefully they'll invite us back next year. But I tell you one thing, they better have some chocolate tacos. I tell you, once again, our man dropped the ball.
You know, Kevin Becker must have made someone on Immanuel Palatine, as Holly Straup almost ran him over while coming onto the court for the first time. If he does not bring the ball with the chocolate tacos next year, who knows, maybe one of the players on the Immanuel Palatine boys team will run him over.
Yeah, we're going to give him permission, too, because, this is what now, the 2nd, 3rd year in a row now?
Third year dropped the ball. And if anybody's interested, he's from the Immanuel Crystal Lake. So if anybody that's listening has a problem with it, they can drive to Immanuel Crystal Lake. And Jim Kroll, the president of the Lutheran Sports Association, knows how to get there, so ask for directions.
Might take you 5 hours with Jim Kroll's directions, but you'll get there eventually. So, all kidding aside, though, Kevin does a good job here, and Jim Kroll and the rest of them always put on a great tournament up here. Andy, all the guys have really worked hard, and it's a great atmosphere, and we sure enjoy coming up here every year, or actually coming down here, because we're the cheeseheads from up in Wisconsin area. Don't throw anything at us now, but we enjoy coming down here. It's a great tournament and great teams and good people that run it. So we're about ready to get underway here, Ryan, and the crowd's getting into it already. I'll tell you, Morton has had a good run here, Ryan. They were the 6th seed coming in, and they did a good job. They beaten a couple of good teams on their way here. They beat Batavia Immanuel 40-29 in the first round, and then beat Edwardsville Trinity 24-18 in the second.
And just like I said, Batavia won the consolation, so that was Batavia's only loss to the tournament.
Yeah, and they've been playing good, and then they beat Lincoln Zion in a tough game yesterday, 28-26. And how about Palatine? How did they get here?
They beat Trinity Centralia, who 2 years ago won the tournament. In the first round by 18. They defeated Our Savior Springfield by 12, and they defeated in yesterday's semifinal the 3rd place team, St. John's Lombard, by 17 points.
Yeah, and Lombard looked good today. So, Palatine has got a very good ball club.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Lutheran Sports Association of Illinois, I would like to welcome you to St. Peter Lutheran School in Arlington Heights, Illinois, and the girls' championship game for the state of Illinois. We would like to welcome our guests from around the world watching us on the internet at www.Luthsports.org. And finally, a welcome goes out to all members of the United States Armed Forces stationed at home and abroad who are watching with us today. A DVD of today's games will be given to each of the participating schools in the coming weeks. Before we begin, we ask that all participants and spectators conduct themselves in a God-pleasing manner before, during, and after this basketball game. The LSA Sportsmanship Award will be presented this weekend to the school whose behavior of its players, coaches, and fans best demonstrates Christian sportsmanship. Now for the game. This game will be between the guests on the scoreboard, the Flames of Morton Bethel, and the home team on the scoreboard, the Bobcats of Palatine Immanuel. Let's meet the participants for this championship game. First for Morton. The Flames enter this contest with a record of 23 wins and 5 losses and are representing the Central Illinois Lutheran Conference. Here at LSA, the Flames defeated Batavia Immanuel 40-29, Edwardsville Trinity 24-18, and Lincoln Zion 28-26. Now the non-starters for the Flames. Number 1, Ashley Bannon. Number 2, Maggie Brennan. Number 3, Molly Kruger. Number 5, Lexi Collins. Number 11, Addie Horton. Number 12, Meredith McDonough. Number 15, Jessica Brisbane. And now the starters for Bethel. Number 4, a forward, 5'6", 8th grader, Emma Goddard. At 1 guard, a 7th grader, number 13. She's 5 feet 4 inches tall, Brandy Bisbing. At another guard, 8th grader, 5'4", number 21, Maddie Glatz. Number 22, 5'4" guard, 8th grader, Maddie Day. And the 5th starter, number 24, a 7th grader, 5'1" guard, Katie Adams. The Flames are coached by Todd Bisbing. He is assisted by Todd Kruger and Brett Day. The manager is Linda Bisbing, and the statistician is Don Bannon. Now for Palatine. The Bobcats enter this contest with a record of 24-3, and on their road to the state championship game, they were crowned the champions of the Walther High School Tournament, the Christian Liberty Academy Tournament, the St. Patrick Wadsworth Tournament, the Davenport Freeport Triangular Shootout, and the Christ Stevensville Tournament. Here at state, the Bobcats have defeated Centralia Trinity 37-19, Springfield Our Saviors 30-18, and Lombard St. John's 45-28. Now let's meet the non-starters for the Bobcats. Number 1, 8th grader Lexi Heiritz. Number 3, 7th grader Nadia Lloyd Santiago. Number 10, 8th grader Taylor English. Number 11, 7th grader Maggie Murphy. Number 13, 7th grader Claire Fathers. Number 23, 8th grader Katie Smith. Number 24, 7th grader Kirsten August. Number 32, 7th grader Danielle Lloyd Santiago. Number 33, 7th grader Naomi Beckley. Number 34, 8th grader Alex Tangi. Number 42, 7th grader Haley Martino. And number 53, 8th grader Jenny Wilney. Now the starters for the Bobcats at a guard, 5'3", 8th grader, number 5, Lauren Glazer. At another guard, number 12, 5'3", 7th grader, Anna Laval. At another guard, 5'7", 8th grader, number 14, Demi Pappas. At one forward, number 21, 5'8", 8th grader, Holly Stroup. And at the other forward, number 43, 5'7", 8th grader, Brianna Streisek. The Bobcats are coached by Heather Glazer. She is assisted by Dan Heiritz, Tony Laval. The managers, T.R. Turner, and the statistician is Jim Beckley. Now, as we do at all LSA events, let us begin with prayer. Dear Lord, as we are about to begin this state championship game, we thank you for all you have done for us. We thank you for the ministry of Lutheran churches and schools and for all our pastors and teachers. We thank you for the abilities and gifts you have given each of the participants in this game. But most importantly, we thank you during this Lenten season that you sent your Son to suffer on our behalf. We ask that you would bless this game and its participants, coaches, and officials. Watch over them and keep them safe. Because it's in your name we pray and play. Amen. Good luck.
And Ryan, we're about ready to go here. Championship of the LSA State Championship between the Palatine Immanuel Bobcats and the Morton Bethel Flames. What do we have for starters, Ryan?
Starting for the home team Bobcats, Lauren Glazer, Anna Laval, Demi Pappas, Holly Stroup, and Brianna Streisek. And for the away Flames, Emma Goddard, Brandy Bisbing, Maddie Glatz, Maddie Day, and Katie Adams. So like I said, look for two things: the Bobcats nonstop full court pressure, and to see if Holly Stroup and Brandy Bisbing can keep up their average, which is 14 apiece.
Ready to go here. Goddard and Stroup ready for the jump, and it's controlled by Palatine, and they'll bring it over the timeline.
The Flames are set up in a zone defense, a 1-2-2 zone.
Glazer with it, down in the corner. She gets it back up top. Zone defense. Now we're going to have a travel on number 14, Demi Pappas. Turnover Palatine, and here they come with the pressure right off the bat, Ryan. Let's see how Morton handles it. It's going to be the key to the game. How are we going to handle the pressure?
Well, right away, it looks like Pappas was able to, Bisbing was able to break the pressure.
And man-to-man defense all over the floor, and it's going to be a tie-up, a jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Morton. Morton inbounds. We'll bring it over the timeline. Now we're going to have a travel call, turnover on Morton. Man-to-man defense, and they're all over you, Ryan. You can see that right off the bat.
Well, look, there wasn't even the full court pressure. It's just the extension of the man-to-man that was able to force that first turnover. Now, if the Bobcats could be their way, it's going to be the first of many today.
Drive to the hoop. Palatine kicks it back out. They move the ball around very quickly. Skip pass down in the corner to Demi Pappas, and that is good from the right corner. And it's 2-0 Palatine. Nice shot, nice ball movement by the Bobcats.
Well, it was just the extra pass. They had 5 passes around the perimeter working for their open shot.
Brandy Bisping tried to drive in, and she has it taken away by Laval. Laval bump, no call. Now we're going to have it off Palatine. The ball goes back over to Morton.
Anna, you had the pass.
And right away, again, the Bobcats full court pressure picks it up.
Brandy Bisping is the ball handler, and she's under a lot of pressure. They're double teaming her sometimes, and she's getting that ball. Number 12, Anna Laval, is all over her, not letting her get open. She's the big scorer for Morton, so I'm sure they have a game plan set up to not let her get in. Now we're going to have a 5-second call. Good defense by Palatine to start the game.
Bethel has not even attempted a shot yet. 3 consecutive plays down court, 3 empty possessions, 3 turnovers. So Coach Glazer's got to be happy so far with the Bobcats' defensive pressure.
And we knew that was going to be the key to the game, is how does Morton handle Palatine's pressure? Ball tried to get inside. It's taken away. Turnover. Back to Morton. Morton's got it. Bisping gets it off. She gets it back. Brandy's a top scorer for Morton. She gets it up top to Katie Adams. Katie Adams working on number 5, Glazer. Passing around. Ball is slapped away. Now it's on the floor. Now we're going to have a jump ball. And the defensive pressure is tough right now on Morton. Palatine is all over him. Possession arrow in favor of Palatine.
Well, it's the 4th turnover of the game so far. Bethel hasn't even, like I said, hasn't even attempted a shot yet. I'd like to see Brandy Bisping step up right now, try to draw at least get a shot off.
Nice ball movement by Palatine. Up top, Laval with it. She's looking, gets it in the corner to Pappas. She hit one out there earlier. Back to Laval. Over, pump fake, no shot. Cross-court pass, back over to Pappas. Back to Laval. Up top to Glazer. Glazer looking to get a nice pass underneath. Nice back door by 14, Demi Pappas, and she's got 4 right off the bat. Nice pass. Now we got a turnover and a steal. Shot up and basket is good by number 5, Lauren Glazer, with the steal and the basket, and she's going to the line to try to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. And right off the bat, we're going to have a timeout. Morton, I tell you, the pressure's there, Ryan, and we've seen it. They haven't even got a shot off yet.
Well, what an effort by Lauren Glazer there. You know, first worked the extra pass, found a wide open Demi Pappas underneath the basket for a layup, then steals the ball, takes it to the hole, gets fouled and the basket. And in the meantime, even Brandy Bisping just picked up her first foul. So if Glazer can do it and keep putting the pressure on Bisping, this could be a long day for the Flames.
Yeah, right now it's not starting out. This is not what Morton wanted right off the bat.
Well, they've played 3 minutes of basketball without even attempting a shot.
Yeah.
They have 5 turnovers, 0 shot attempts.
And we said this was the key to the game, and right now Morton has got to find a way to handle this pressure. At the line, shooting 1 to try to complete the 3-point play will be number 5, Lauren Glazer. She had a nice sequence there, Ryan, like you just mentioned. Nice pass underneath, a steal, a basket. Now she's going to try to complete the 3-point play. It's up, and it's nothing but net. Nice form, nice shot, 7-0 Palatine. Here comes the pressure. And now we're going to have another turnover, Ryan. Number 24, Katie Adams, is called for traveling, and Palatine will get the ball back.
You know, Coach Bisping for the Flames cannot be happy, especially he just called timeout, wanted to slow things down, ease it up, try to set up their press break, and within seconds they turn the ball over.
Palatine with it. Laval trying to dribble inside, almost taken away, gets it back up top to Glazer. Glazer cross court over to 14, Pappas. Pappas with 4 points early. Now a long 3-pointer up off the rim, no good. Scramble for the ball and brought down by number 4, Emma Goddard. Nice long pass down. Shot put up, no good. Scramble for the ball. And it looks like we're going to have an over-the-back foul on number 14, Demi Pappas, it looks like, on Palatine.
That's Demi's first foul, team's first.
Be Morton, Bethel's ball underneath their own basket. Down 7-0, 2:42 to go, first period. Trying to get it inbounds, gets it in, and a shot put up. Looks like by Brandy Bisping, and she's going to be fouled. She'll go to line for 2.
Anna Laval just picked up her first, team second.
So 2 quick fouls on Palatine right now, and that's smartly. You got to go to the basket right now with the extra pressure. You got to force the issue and make them, make a heck of a play or get to the free throw line. Let's see if Brandy can convert here. Short on the first one.
The Flames come to this game not very strong from the free throw line, less than 50% as a team. So that not surprising so far for Bisping missing the first.
She's their leading scorer. She shoots the second one up. That one rims around good. And Morton is on the board, 7-1 now. Morton falls back into their zone, 1-2-2. Here comes Palatine, up by 6 with the ball. Pass in the corner. Straub with it. Now she's going to be tied up, and possession arrow in favor of Morton. Nice defense there by the Flames.
First substitution of the game, Addie Horton checks in the game for the Flames.
Holly Straub is her big scorer right now. She hasn't really had much opportunity to do anything at this point. She was just tied up there, but Pappas has got them off to a good start, as has Anna Laval.
But as a team, they're shooting 3 for 5 from the floor, so 60%. It's the turnovers that have been the story.
Now Brisbane, it looks like number 21, Maddie Glatz takes it to the hole. She gets fouled, blocking foul on Palatine. Now they have a quick 3 fouls on them.
Yep, Holly Straub just picked up her first, team's third. And this is what's going to happen if the Flames want to get back at this game. Keep taking the ball to the hole and try and draw the foul.
Yep. Actually, they're going to call it on Brianna Stryzik now. They changed it, it looks like, Ryan. Let's see here. Referee is just discussing to see who had the foul. Yep, they're going to change it to Brianna Stryzik. That's going to be her first, team's third. At the line, shooting a pair will be number 21, Maddie Glatz. First one's up and in for Maddie. She cuts the lead to 7-2 with 2:17 to go, first quarter. Maddie will get a second. Eyes the rim. Nice release, a little short. Rebound brought down by number 21, Holly Straub, and she gets it off to Glazer. Glazer at top, a little between the legs dribble. She's got it up top of the key, kicks it over to number 12, Laval. She's looking around for some penetration, nothing there. Back to Glazer. Underneath to number 14, Demi Pappas. She's got 4 already in the game. Nice ball movement right now by Palatine. Tried to force it inside, knocked away. Back up top to Glazer. Glazer with a lob pass underneath to Straub. Nothing there. Picks it back up. Glazer's got it, and she'll reset. In the corner, over to 43. Brianna Stryzik, and Brianna Stryzik nails her first basket of the game. And it's back to a 9-2 lead, 7-point lead for Palatine. Pass underneath, Bisping on the drive, shot put up, a lot of contact, no call. And here comes Palatine. Glazer's on the run. She takes it up strong. She was hit, no foul. Rebound put up by number 21, Holly Straub. That's her first basket, and it's back to a 9-point lead. Flurry of action all of a sudden, Ryan.
Well, it kind of started and ended with Glazer, the first miss of the game, but she was able to, Holly Straub was there able to finish things up.
There's another 5-second call. There's another 5-second call. And the coach is not happy right now.
5 seconds.
Coach Todd Bisping is not happy. He said he called timeout, but didn't get the call before the turnover. How many turnovers is that now, Ryan?
7 turnovers already in the game for the Flames, and it's only 1 quarter of play.
I mean, they're on pace for a 30 turnover game at this point. You know, we still got a minute left in the first quarter yet.
They've attempted 2 field goals, and they've not converted on either. And both their points have been by free throws, one by Bisping, one by Glatz. But they have 3 times the amount of turnovers as they do field goal attempts.
Tell you, Palatine is what they were built up to be, man. They are all over you on the floor. They're not going to let you breathe. You better get some back picks in here or something to get some of the pressure off on that man-to-man defense. They're overplaying all the passing lanes. Coach Bisping is going to have to come up with some game plan in order to get some of his players open. That's backdoor with the picks or however they're going to do it.
Oh, definitely. It doesn't help that, you know, they've been able to extend their lead to 9 because they've shot well from the floor as well. Immanuel Palatine is 5 for 8 from the floor.
11-2, Palatine on top. 58.5 seconds to go, first quarter. And here comes Bisping.
Yeah.
Working over the timeline. She's gonna. Now she got a pick. Now we're going to have a reaching in foul on Lauren Glazer. She bumped her a little bit.
That's going to be Lauren's first foul, team 4th.
Did you notice they did, Coach Bisping did have a back pick come there, but you notice how Palatine was quick on the switch. They switched quickly and they didn't lose a beat. They were right there.
You know, this is what you do expect with a 9-time LSA champion. You know, they come to play.
And Brandy Bisping did the smart thing there. She went right to the hoop. She got partially blocked, but she got a foul, drew the foul on the arm, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Looks like Anna Laval picked up her 2nd, team's 5th.
And that's what you got to do with a team that's overly aggressive like that. You're going to have to take it to the hole. You're going to have to see if you can get them in foul trouble. Now, Anna's going to check out Laval, and in for Palatine will be number 1, Lexi Heiritz. First one was missed by Bisping. Their second one is good. All 3 points now by Morton. Scored at the free throw line. They're trailing by 8. 49 seconds to go, first quarter.
As a team, they're 3 for 6 from the free throw line, which is right around their tournament average.
Ball in the corner. Ball almost stripped away. Now it is stripped away. Number 21 up, shot put up, no good. Nice defense, recovery by Palatine. Here comes Straub, a lot of contact, no call. Holly Straub was a lot of contact, nothing there, but it's going to stay with Palatine. Went out of bounds. It's going back to the Bobcats. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. Nice pass underneath, put up, no good by Holly Straub, but I think we're going to have a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Morton. Holly will go to the free throw line for 2.
If this is on Bisbing, this is her second.
It's on Maddie Glatz, I believe. That's her first.
Team second, though.
Team second. At the line will be Holly Straub. Nice free throw. Nice form. Nothing but net.
Holly comes in this game as the leading scorer for the tournament for the Bobcats. She's averaged 14 points a game. That is her 3rd today.
Second one is up. That too, nothing but net. Nice form, no hesitation. 13-3. Largest lead of the game by 10. Randy Bisbing coming down the court. Shot put up, a lot of contact. And I'll tell you what, the referees are going to let this game play out today. Now we're going to have a jump ball possession arrow in favor of Palatine. With 15.5 seconds to go, first quarter, 13-3.
That was Holly Straub's 4th rebound already to go with her 4 points. So she's had an impact down low.
Demi Pappas looking for some help. Kicks it out top. And there's going to be a turnover and a travel on Lexi Heiritz. Ball back over to Morton. They're trailing by 10. And see if they can, at 5.2 seconds, full court press. See if they can get something here. More contact, but no call, and the ball is going to be turned back over to Palatine. 1.6 seconds. The thing is, Ryan, there's a lot of contact, but it's on both sides.
Oh, no question.
And the refs are letting it play out. They've made a statement, hey, we're going to allow some contact in here, so you guys, on both sides, so you're going to have to adjust.
And that was the 8th turnover of the game for the Flames.
Turnaround, long three-pointer put up, no good by Lauren Glazer. And that is the end of the first quarter with the score. The Bobcats of Palatine 13 and the Flames of Morton Bethel 3. What do we have so far, Ryan?
First quarter obvious stat is the field goal percentage for Bethel Morton. They're 0 for 4 from the floor. No field goals.
4 shots.
4 attempts. They have 8 turnovers and 4 shot attempts. They're 3 for 6 from the free throw line, which isn't awful considering their average is 49%. But when you're only getting 4 attempts in 1 quarter of play, you can't be Coach Bisbing cannot be happy with the girls' effort. Now with Immanuel Palatine, they've shot the ball pretty well from the floor. As a team, 5 for 10. So 50% in a game like this is what you want. They've been able to take the ball to the hole. Demi Pappas made a couple easy shots. Holly Straub had a nice play, but that's what they need. If their defense can, if their defense can keep doing what they're doing with the 8 turnovers in 1 quarter, this game could get ugly fast.
And this team is built on defense. Their offense feeds off the defense. And,
they've averaged 21 points a game given up in this tournament.
Yeah.
So when you're averaging, giving up 21, scoring 37,
we watched a pretty good Lombard team play earlier today, and they held them to 28 points and beat them by 17. That says volumes to me, because I was impressed with Lombard's ball club today. But this Palatine team, they live off their defense, and they're going to harass you and make you beat them by going to the basket. Nice move that time by Morton, but they couldn't finish. On the run comes Pappas. Her shot's up, no good, and Bisping brings it down, rips it away. Long pass. Down to Glatz. Maddie gets it back up top, tries to go cross court with it. Shot put up, no good by number 11, Addie Horton, who's in the game now for Morton. I think they brought Addie in for a little size, Ryan.
Oh, they have to, especially with the size advantage that the Bobcats have had so far.
Glazer gets it stripped away, and here off to the races comes Glatz. Her shot, no good. Scramble for the ball. Brought down by Katie Adams. Katie Adams looking to drive. Nothing there. Kicks it in the corner, gets it back. She's driving to the hoop. Ripped away and taken away by Demi Pappas. And here comes Glazer on the run. And she's going to be bumped, and we're going to have a blocking foul on number 13.
That's Bisbing. Bisbing just picked up her second. So in a 10-point game, having your best player on the bench with foul trouble, Coach Bisbing is is starting to get to the point where things have to turn around or else.
Yeah, it could be a long afternoon here. And I don't even know if you can set Brandy down at this point. He's talking to her on the side now, and he's probably saying, you know what, you're going to have to be smart here, not pick up that third one here before half.
Get in there.
First free throw by Lauren Glazer, shooting 2. The first one is no good. Now, Brandy stays in the game now. Maggie Brennan checks out.
Now, in the first quarter, the Flames only had four attempts, 0 for floor. In the second quarter, they're already 0 for 3. So things are picking up. The pace is picking up.
Lauren Glazer hits the second of 2, and it's an 11-point lead by Palatine.
All right.
There's a hard pick, and driving in, they tried to go across court with it, and there's number 14, Demi Pappas, with another steal. She's looking for some help, tries to get it inside, and that's taken away. Now the ball's loose on the floor, finally controlled by Katie Adams. Katie over to Brisbane. Bisping gets it over to Adams. Maddie Day looking for some light. She gets the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Morton. I tell you, it's tough to get anything in there right now for Morton. They just can't get any offensive continuity going at all.
No, they have 8 turnovers. They have 10 turnovers. 7 missed field goal attempts and 10 turnovers in 8 minutes of play.
There's another steal. Another steal by Demi Pappas. Gets it down to Laval, no good. Or Katie Adams, no good. And now here comes Morton the other way. They kick it out. Nice fake shot put up, partially blocked by number 21, Holly Straub, out of bounds. It'll stay with Morton. Even when they're making good moves, Palatine's recovering and making a good defensive play on it.
Oh, no question. It starts, Lauren Glazer only 1 for 5 from the floor, but when it comes to assists and setting up their offense, she's had a great game today.
They try to get it into Katie Adams, and it's slapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Morton. 14-3, second quarter, 4:07 to go in the second. All Palatine so far. Let's see if Morton can get back in this thing. Trying to inbound it. Finally lobbed it out to Katie Adams. Tried to get it inside. She does. Addie Horton with it. Horton back to Adams. Adams dribbling, trying to get inside. Ball slapped away, knocked away, and out of there comes Lexi Heiritz with it.
Nice job,
He gets it over down to Glazer. Down to Straub. Her jumper off the glass. Good. Nice move and shot by Holly Straub. And I tell you, Ryan, if she gets going, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Well, she's already have 6 points and 4 rebounds. And she's only taken 2 field goal attempts in a 13-point lead. So they really don't need her to do much today. Another
steal, another turnover. Now we have a jump ball possession arrow in favor of the Bobcats. How many turnovers, Ryan, do we have?
That's 13 turnovers, and we're halfway through the second quarter, and the Flames have yet to make a basket.
I tell you that Palatine does not let up. They're all over you. From sideline to sideline, from one end of the floor to the other. There's no let up. Glazer with the ball now up top. Kicks it back over. Shot put up by Demi Pappas, no good. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bobcats.
Let's do it, guys.
Holly, good effort there by Holly Straub to be able to rip down the rebound. But even that, Glazer set up the offense, worked a wide open Pappas, wasn't able to make the basket, but that's how you want your offense set up. Running the offense, making the extra pass, working around the perimeters. Pappas has attempted 4 shots, and all 4 of them have been wide open today.
And Brandy Bisping just sat down. Coach talking to her. Another jump shot put up. Once again, Holly Straub. Now she's starting to take over in the paint.
But again, the Pappas, pump faked and worked for the open shot.
That was a nice drive by Katie Adams. She passed off for a basket to number 4, Emma Goddard. That's their first basket of the game, Ryan.
It only took 9 minutes for them to make their first basket, but that's what they're going to have to do if they want to come back in this ball game.
Long shot put up outside by Lauren Glazer, no good. Rebound shot, no good. Brought down, still rebounded by Immanuel. They got it. They'll reset. Glazer kicks it in the corner. Number 21, Straub. Moved it around over to Demi Pappas. She looks, gets it back up top to Heiritz. Heiritz takes her time.
This is the tempo that the Bobcats want. They're up 13, just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. Working their offense, having Glazer at the top of the key, doing her thing.
Now a bad pass by Holly Strop, picked off by Katie Adams, who drives, shot up, off the rim, no good. Nice move, and now it's tied up. And it's going to be possession arrow in favor of the Flames. Checking back in, Bisping comes back in after having a little talk with coach or dad, whichever one you'd like to say. And let's see what goes on here. A little bit of a run by Morton. The first time we've seen some life in the game here, really, Ryan.
Well, you know, especially they have 13 turnovers and they're 1 for 9 from the floor. And another turnover. I tell you, Immanuel just doesn't give them any room. They cannot even get the ball in bounds. Is that the second time that's happened already in the game? They couldn't get the ball in bounds on a they've had 2 inbounds plays and then 2 5-second calls.
It's just great defense. You got to give Palatine credit. Nice pass to Holly Strop, but she couldn't finish. Now Bisping is rebounded. She's going to be pushed from behind. It looks like it's going to be on Holly Strop, number 21. Let's see.
That's on Holly. That's going to be her first, team 6. So next one there will be in the bonus the rest of the first half.
Yep, that's her first.
We can live with 1. There it is.
Katie Adams with the ball, working on Glazer. Glazer working on her, however you want to say it. Boy, oh, nice double team, almost stolen. Bisping comes up with it. She's got it. She's trying to drive inside, kicks it back to Adams, kicks it over in the corner to Brennan. Now we're going to have a blocking foul on number 14 for Palatine.
Yeah, that's Pappas' second, team 7. So now Pappas is in a little foul trouble along with Laval. So, for right now, I'd sit here the rest of the half so she's able to, so they don't lose her much in the second half.
I think she's going to be sitting down right now.
I would say so.
Checking in for her is Haley Martino.
Well, they're up 13 with a minute 25 to go.
Yeah, might as well give her a rest and, make sure she doesn't pick up number 3. Nice free throw there by Maddie Glatz. And she cuts the lead back to 12 at 18-6. Minute 25 to go, first half. Second one by Maddie's up. That's short, no good. Rebound by Holly Strop. Kicks it off. Here comes Anna Laval. Anna Laval gets it up top to Adams. Kicks it down underneath, gets it back top. Glazer with it. Over to Laval. They're taking their time. This is the game they like to play. Martino on the drive. She gets trapped underneath. Now we're going to have a jump ball, tie up, and possession arrow in favor of the Bobcats.
Up 12 with a minute to go. If I was Coach Glazer, I would just tell the girls to slow things down. Work for a good shot. Work for the wide open shots that we were able to have in the first quarter before Bethel picked up the defensive intensity.
Iritz checks in for Fathers. Holly Strop on the drive, left-handed up, no good. Ball brought down, slapped around, out of bounds. It'll be off Palatine, back to Morton.
It's been a different story in the second quarter for the Bobcats from the floor. They've shot 2 for 7 from the floor right now compared to 50% in the first quarter. So things have slowed down a little bit.
Bisbee checks back in for Bannon. Bisbee on the drive. Shot put up, a lot of contact. Nothing again.
Just like the first quarter, Bisping has not been able to get things going. 0 for 3 from the floor. 2 fouls already. Glazer and company has just given her lots of fits.
Now the inbounds play goes into Bisping, and she's going to be fouled on the shot. She'll be shooting 2.
Now that's Lauren Glazer's second. Fouls on her. That's her second, team's 8th. So now you have Glazer, Laval, and Pappas all with 2 fouls.
First one up by Bisping is good. I think, Ryan, if they're going to get back in this game, this is how they're going to have to do it. They're going to have to take it to the glass and try to get Palatine in foul trouble.
Well, since offensively they're 1 for 11 from the floor in the first half, they have been able to convert from the free throw line.
And Bisping makes them both now.
Now, as a team, they're 60% from the floor.
And Coach Bisping is smart here. He sat his daughter down now, and so she's got 2 fouls, and he doesn't want to see her pick up number 3.
Now, with 40 seconds to go, I'd bet that the Bobcats are going to do similar to what the boys do and slow things down and wait for the defense to pick them up.
There's some contact there. We're going to have a blocking foul on number 21.
That's going to be Maddie Glatz's second foul, team's 4th. They do have some fouls to play with, so I would look for a couple more fouls to make sure that the Bobcats are on their heels.
Palatine's ball, 34.9 seconds to go, first half, 18-8. The Bobcats in control right now, but Morton's got a little run. They've got 3 straight points out. Now we're going to play what Palatine's known for. They can stall this thing out. Boys and girls team do this, and they'll hold the ball as long as they need to get a good shot.
But think that they have the lead. They're up 10. You know why?
Exactly, and that's usually they're in the lead. That's why they employ this type of offense. They don't need to score. Ball's being moved around. Fake shot. Scoop shot up. No good by Lauren Glazer at the buzzer. And that's the end of the first half with the score. The Bobcats from Palatine, 18, and the Morton Bethel Flames, 8. We'll be back here in a little bit to give you first half stats. We'll see what the game plan Morton has in the second half, Ryan, and see if they get back into this ball game.
Yeah, let's hope so. I think that they did some noticeable things at the end of the first half to change things around.
We'll be back in a little bit. Thank you.
The education that I got here and the degree that I got here helps me every single day.
The concept of being an ethical human being pervades everything here at Concordia University.
Technology will change and the landscape will change, but it's what you carry with you that helps you navigate those changes and helps you keep your place in the landscape in a way that not only serves you well, but hopefully serves your community well and serves the greater good well.
Reflect our commitment to not only teaching our students about the technical aspects of what they're studying, but the ethical and personal and human aspects of what they're studying.
This world is changing yearly, daily, and so innovation is critical. We have to be ahead of the curve, and I believe that the leadership here right now is doing exactly that.
They've been out in the business world and are now here teaching. They're giving them the real world knowledge in order to go out and improve our businesses.
There is a vigor, there is an intensity, there is an excitement, there is a spirit of innovation.
We're the 5th largest private graduate school in Illinois. Last year alone, we launched 10 new graduate degree programs. We're very nimble.
Becoming a better part of the community and a more integral part of the community is a priority for this administration.
We were just identified in partnership with the U.S. Department of Education to be the university in the United States that is preparing the first ever standards for teaching and learning for the nation of India.
It tickles me to think that in a small way I can be part of an institution whose embrace has expanded so significantly.
Those things, I believe, represent what is most fundamentally good and true about our Lutheran tradition, which is the sort of notion of calling, which I believe calls all Christians to bring that good news to the world.
You are where you are today not because of solely your own work and your own process. There's other people involved. None of us gets here to where we are alone. So how do you honor that? It's sustainability, it's stewardship, it's legacy, it's all those kinds of things.
For more than 150 years, Concordia has been proud to be a part of this community. We started by preparing teachers. Today, we are a vibrant university serving over 5,000 students, also in the liberal arts, science, and business. We have developed graduate and innovative programs aimed to address the growing complexity of the world. You are a critical partner in this growth. I invite you to join our Build, Grow, Inspire campaign. You will enable Concordia to achieve limitless potential by preparing ethical, creative leaders to serve this community and beyond.
And this is Steve Frisk and Ryan Roth back here. We're still at halftime here between championship game between the Bobcats from Immanuel Palatine against the Flames from Morton Bethel. And Ryan, it's been basically Palatine's defense that has really dictated the whole first half.
Yeah, it started early. You know, Bethel was able to slow a little bit down in the second quarter, but when they started the first quarter off with 9 turnovers, finished off the half with 14. You know, everything right now is going into the Bobcats' way. The difference has been, though, the Bobcats shot very poorly for the field in the second quarter. The Flames were able to bring things back, bring it closer to 10, at 10. The Bobcats were able to, at one point, to have a 14-point lead. So it's slowly but surely working back in the Flames' favor. But when they're currently 1 for 10 from the first half from the floor and being out-rebounded 2-1 with 12-5 for the Bobcats, I don't see things turning around, you know, when you turn the ball over 14 times and shoot 10% from the floor.
Yeah, I mean, it was 13-3 at the end of the first quarter, so basically on the scoreboard, it was a dead heat in the second quarter, but the game didn't feel that way. It still felt like it's all Immanuel at this point, you know. I mean, Morton got in it a little bit here and there, but it still seems to me like the game tempo is all Palatine, and Morton's got to figure out some way to change that tempo from that all-out man-to-man all over the court, because it's bothering them. And when it gets down low, you know, they don't have anybody height-wise to stay with Holly Straub. Holly Straub has 8 points and 6 rebounds in one half of play, and that goes also with Lauren Glazer, who's been able, with her court vision from the point guard position. You know, she has 4 points and 3 assists in the first half. So between those two players, you know, things have really been all Bobcats' way. Yeah, and the only thing I guess Morton has right now is Palatine does have a few players in foul trouble. I believe they have 3 girls with 2 fouls, Brian. Is that what we got?
Yeah, Glazer, Laval, and Pappas all have 2, and for the Flames side, Bisbing and Glatz both have 2.
So really nobody in really serious trouble. I mean, nobody with 3 or 4, but it's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. I think if Morton's going to get back in this game, they're going to have to take the ball to the hoop and try to get Palatine into foul trouble. And I think that, you know, if they dribble out here too much like they've been doing, there's going to be a turnover. Or how many 5-second calls did we have out here? I believe 2 inbounds, and I believe we had 2 or 3 during play. We had 5 seconds.
I'd also, for the Flames to come back, you know, where's Brandy Bisbing been? You know, she coming to this game averaging 14 points a game in the tournament, 21 in yesterday's semifinal win. And she has 4 points all coming from the free throw. She's 0 for 3. 3 field goal attempts by your best player on the team. You know, Coach Bisbing at halftime is going to just somehow put in her head that, you know, if we're going to come back in this game, it's on your shoulders.
Yeah, it is. And I know it's tough because, like I said, Palatine plays a tough man-to-man defense, and they are on you in your back pocket from one end of the floor to the other. So I believe the first couple minutes is really going to dictate here. Is this game going to be a good game to the end, or is this going to be a blowout by Immanuel? Because Morton has got to come out and change this tempo around back in their favor if we're going to have a good ball game here in the second half.
And that's kind of what happened in the first game. You know, St. John's Lombard was able to, you know, kind of do what they would like to do offensively and defensively, and it was a blowout kind of the get-go. You know, Zion was never able to get into their offense. You know, losing one of your best players with a concussion, but still, you know, they were never able to get comfortable. And the same thing with the Bethel. They look like they're not comfortable out there.
Well, don't forget, after this, we have the boys' championship game. It'll be the Palatine Immanuel Bobcat boys against Peoria Christ. Should be a good game.
Now, currently, I have some scoring updates here from the boys. I'll list the boys' side first. The consolation champions is St. John Chester. They defeated Interparish Altamont 48-42. For the 7th place game, Trinity Edwardsville defeated Holy Family Chicago 44-39. And the 5th place game, Decatur LSA defeated Trinity Bloomington 59-57. And the 3rd place game, Zion Marengo defeated Cross Yorkville 51-42. And I'll give you a quick rundown for the girls. Immanuel Batavia, excuse me, defeated Trinity Centralia.
Really fast, Ryan.
You know, maybe I should just bring up Mr.
Madison Baumgartner?
Mr. Madison Baumgartner again. I'm sure he's in the building.
I'm never going to hear the end of this one, am I?
You know, poor Madison Cook, yes, you know, early on in the game, you know, she had a wide open layup, and Steve gets a little excited and announced her as Madison Baumgartner to the listening crowd.
Well, that's a compliment. It's a, you know, professional baseball player for the Giants. I don't know where my mind was, but, you know, hey, can't we go pick on Kevin? I don't like when you're picking on.
You know, I see Kevin. I think Kevin's combing his hair over there at midcourt.
All right, well, here we go in the second half, and the ball's inbounded by the Flames, trailing by 10. Bisping with it, almost double team, gets it back up top to Katie Adams. Shot put up from the left wing, no good by number 4, Emma Goddard. And here comes Palatine, long pass down. Boy, oh boy, Holly Strop with a nice layup and a foul, and not the start that the Flames wanted.
Well, you know, it went from one court to court. You know, Goddard missed a wide open, basically bunny. Rebound by Laval sees a wide open cutting Stroup, who gets the bunny and basket, and
right up back to 12 points, possibly 13 here. The foul was on number 1, Ashley Bannon. I believe that's her first. No free throw, no good by Holly Stroup, and the rebound brought down by Morton. They get it over to Katie Adams. She backs it up. All over here is Lauren Glazer. Those two are best friends in this game. They've been inseparable, I'll tell you that. Now double team and almost a strip. Now Bisping drives to the hoop. Strong up and in. Some contact too, but no call. But nice move by Bisping. And that's what you said, Ryan. She's going to have to take over this game here early on to get this team back into it.
Oh, no question. Even you look at their defense is really extended.
Nice pass underneath. It's a man-to-man defense by Morton right now, and Palatine took advantage with a nice back cut and a layup by Holly Stroup. How much does Holly have now, Ryan?
Stroup has 12 points to go along with her 6 rebounds.
Yeah, she had a whale of a game. She started out a little slow, but she's really come on here in the last 2 quarters. Tried to lob it underneath to Katie Adams. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Morton.
You know, the ironic thing is that Stroup made 2 quick baskets, and that's as many field goals as they had in the entire second quarter.
And there she is. Brandy Bisping hits another one from the right corner, and she cuts the lead back to 12, or back to 10 at 22-12. Now, nice drive. Lane, no good. Rebound put up, and we're going to have a foul on Morton. Shot was put up by number 43, Brianna Skryzik. No good, but she was hacked on the arm. She'll be shooting a pair.
You know, I like Holly Stroup taking it baseline, and if the shot wasn't there, but she was still able to, you know, Brianna Skryzik was right there to get the rebound.
Bad thing there is Brandy Bisping just got her 3rd personal foul. Not what coach wanted to see there. Sitting down will be number 2, Maggie Brennan. Checking in for her for the Flames will be number 22, Maddie Day.
You know, I don't think you consider at this point, you know, down 10. You know, she's had 2 quick baskets to put him back in this game.
Yeah, she's hot right now. You got to ride her as long as you can. Oh, ball almost turned over. Now Katie Adams brings it out, tries to get over to Bisping. She does. Working on, he gets it underneath. Ball knocked away by Palatine. Picked back up by the Flames. All over it. It's like a swarm of bees. I tell you, Palatine does not let you breathe in there. They're all over you, and we're going to have a tie ball, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Bobcats.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the Bobcats defense today. You know, they've only played 6 girls so far today, and they're nonstop full court pressure up and down the court. Coach Glazer really has these girls in top shape condition form.
Ball passed over number 5, Glazer. She tries to get it underneath to Demi Pappas. Back up top, over to Glazer. Glazer tries to get it into Straub. Knocked away, reset up top by Anna Laval. Over to Glazer. Now here's Palatine. They're going to just play catch. You know what? You want to sit back in there. We can sit out here for a while. We're up by 10. We're in no hurry, and that's what they'll do.
Well, you know, right away in the second half, the Flames extended their defense, their zone out, and picked up the pressure. Now they've decided to sit back and let Glazer basically, you know, just work their offense and work time.
Play a Curly Neal out there is what it's becoming. And now there's a drive to the basket by number 43, Brianna Skryzik, and she's going to be fouled
It looks like
Flames.
It's going to be Maddie Day's second foul. That's her second, that's team's third in the second half.
That was on the floor. Now Brandy Bisbing will have to sit out.
I think they're just putting her out for defensive reasons.
Yeah,
here.
she got 3. They're trying to be careful with her at this point. She's their big scorer, and they don't want to get number 4 on her too early here in the third quarter. Shot put up by Emily Straup, no good. Rebound brought down by number 21, Maddie Glatz. She gets it over to point guard Katie Adams. Adams working on Glazer. Adams driving, shot put up. Nice running scoop shot by Katie Adams with pressure all over her. And they're within 8, Ryan. They're not out of this game yet. 2:48 to go, third period, and they're within 8. Now Straup with a drive. Nothing there. She kicks it back up top. Over to Glazer. Glazer launches a 3. Short. Scramble for the ball. Picked up by Pappas, and now it's stripped away and brought down. Now, nice move by Glazer. Stripped the ball. Scoop shot up and in by Lauren Glazer. Nice steal, and she went right to the hoop with an underhand scoop shot, and she puts her team back up 24-14. Long 3 from outside, no good. Scramble for the ball, and out comes number 12, Laval. Long pass underneath. That's an walk. We're going to have a traveling on Palatine turnover. A nice pass underneath the Stryzik, but she walked, shuffled her feet. Checking back into the game will be number 11 for Morton, Addie Horton.
Now, back to the last series here. Lauren Glazer misses a wide open 3-pointer, steals the inbounding pass, and takes up to the hole with the wide open layup. What an effort by her today.
Brandy Bisbing tries to take it inside, gets it knocked away, scramble for the ball. Everybody's on the floor. We have a tie-up. The ball goes back by possession arrow to Morton. Morton trailing by 10, 1:57 to go, third quarter. Here we go again, trying to get the ball inbounds, and another turnover on the inbounds play, Ryan.
That's the third turnover on an inbounding play today. 17 turnovers total for the team.
I think they've had 4 inbounds plays today, and 3 of them have been turnovers. 2 5-second calls, and then that one knocked off of a Morton player. Straup, nice drive to the hoop, partially blocked. And now there's going to be a pushing foul on number 43, Brianna Stryzik, on Brandy Bisping.
That's going to be Stryzik's second foul, team's first in the second half.
Checking in for Morton will be number 2, Maggie Brennan. Sitting down will be Maddie Day. Bisping with the ball. She's working on number 12, Anna Laval.
You know, Bisping has 8 of the 14 points today for the Flames.
Nice pass into Katie Adams, and she's going to be hacked on the arm. She'll be going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
You know, if that's on Lauren Glazer, that's going to be her third, team's third.
Yep, it is. That's number 3 on Lauren. At the line shooting a pair will be number 24, Katie Adams. Katie's shot is up, nothing but net. And you know, this game has felt like the whole game, Ryan, that Immanuel has just dominated, but it's, you know, they're still within striking distance.
Oh, no question. It's only, 24-15. There's still a lot of time to play. You know, Bisping's starting to heat things up. And it's, the Flame, if Immanuel Palatine continue to not be able to hit their shots, the Flames might be able to sneak back in this game.
Now they're going to play a little catch it. Here we go. This is what they like to do. And now this is where Morton has got to be smart, too. They can't just go out and reach and foul.
Bisping's got to be careful as she has 3 fouls already.
Ball's lost out of bounds. It'll stay here with Palatine. They're up by 8, 24-16.
I do like Straub taking it baseline, but she's got to be careful there if there's not anybody cutting over the middle, since the middle is open right now.
They're looking to get it inside. Long pass out to Lauren Glazer. Glazer in the corner to Demi. Pappas back to Glazer, and they're going to play a little keep away. And now the crowd and the players are getting into it. We'll sit out here all day. 57 seconds to go, third quarter. And Palatine is just going to hold on to the ball.
They're just going to the Bobcats can do this as long as they want. I've seen the boys team sit there for quarters waiting for the defense to pick them up, and they won't. In an 8-point lead, why waste out energy?
They don't have to. They got the lead. Come to us is what they're saying. They're not going to move. They'll take the last second shot. That's what their plan is. They don't want to come out and get them.
You know, I see Glazer with about 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Penetrates. You see Straub in the corner there. Yep. Look for her to pass.
Here we go. 15 seconds to go, and here we go. Over to Laval. Back to Glazer. They're going to look. Glazer to Pappas to Glazer. Glazer penetrating. Shot scooped up. No good. Rebound brought down. The shot's put up. No good. Almost on a last second shot by Anna Laval, but it was just short. And Palatine didn't score, but neither did Morton. So I'm sure Palatine's happy with an 8-point lead going into the fourth quarter at this point.
Oh, you got to be. You know, and they were able to waste a minute of the clock. You know, Coach Bisping just said, you know, let's sit back. Let's, you know, I'm not quite sure why he didn't pick up the pressure there and down 8 points at this stage of the game. But
the only thing I could think is he didn't want Brandy to pick up her fourth foul. Maybe he was content to let that quarter get down and her star player to be, you know, into the fourth quarter with only 3 fouls.
But Katie Adams has guarded the ball all game long, especially running a 1-2-2 zone. You know, she's been on Glazer. Katie Adams doesn't have any fouls yet, so why not pick up a little extra pressure?
Well, the interesting thing, Ryan, is going to be, are we going to see a lot more of this coming up here in the fourth quarter? Because with an 8-point lead, Palatine will be in no rush to score. They'll gladly sit out here. So Morton is going to have to do something different. They're going to have to come and pick up the pressure.
You know, I guess the main difference in the second quarter, why Morton was able to cut into that lead, is they shot pretty decent from the floor. You know, this is the first quarter that they actually had more than one field goal, and they shot 50% from the floor in the third quarter.
Bobcats ball. They're up by 8. We're in the fourth quarter. LSA state championship, Palatine and Morton. Anna Laval trapped in the corner. Now we're going to have a turnover. The pressure turned up a little bit now by Morton. They're coming out and going man-to-man and doubling up front there. But as the old adage says, the teams that like to press do not like to be pressed back. So we're going to see now Palatine's going man-to-man yet. They've done that the whole game. And now there's a double team and a strip and a steal, and Anna Laval goes in for a layup. Just like that, the momentum changed back.
They cut the lead to 8. They had a chance, you know, to cut in that lead, and then another empty possession, the 19th turnover of the game for the Flames.
Randy Bisbang brings it up, gets it up top to Brennan. Brennan back to Bisping. Bisping looking for some help. Drives, ball stripped away, ball on the floor, ripped out of there. Now we're tied back up again, and possession arrow in favor of the Flames. 26-16. Yeah, they had it. You know, you almost felt like Morton. They had it down to 8. They had a turnover, good defense. Now, if they can get a good possession, score a couple. But that defensive pressure by Penn. Here they are with another turnover. Palatine on a 3-on-1. Nice pass to Straub. Nice pass underneath the Holly Straub, and Palatine and their pressure continue to bother Morton.
You kind of feel like that in the third quarter when Bethel was able to cut it to 8, that was kind of their last-ditch effort. While in the fourth quarter, boom, boom, 2 straight steals. Both plays were, you know, Anna Laval had 2 steals. One, she took the layup by herself. The second one, she found a wide open Molly Straub underneath the basket. Now that's Molly's 14th point of the game, go along with her 6 rebounds. Holly Straub.
It's all right. At least you didn't say Madison Baumgartner.
There's got to be a Molly on the team. Yeah, there's a couple Maddies, you know, just that.
Well, yeah, the M's, you know, you would think so. But
it's one thing if Molly Kruger would have been played so far for the Flames, but she hasn't. So, you know, I do take total fault in that. So
I had to get back at you somehow. I got a long ways to go. I need about 6 to make up for my mistake. So I tell you, 28-16, 5:04 to go. You know, it just felt like when Palatine wants to turn the pressure on, it's like they shift it into another gear. And you know, here they go again, double teaming the ball. Long shot put up. Katie Adams can't hit it. And the rebound's brought down by Demi Pappas. And we're going to have a jump ball, but the possession arrow in favor of Immanuel.
Now, if you notice there, Bisbing took it to the side and then found a wide open Adams. Now, if she drives and kind of dishes, she might be able to cut into this lead.
Pappas with it up top to Laval, over to Glazer. Glazer in the corner. Number 42.
The Bobcats are totally fine with working around the perimeter and waiting for the Flames to pick up the pressure.
They're just going to sit here and play catch. They got a 12-point lead and the ball, 4 minutes to go. This is what Palatine's known for, and they're going to look for an easy shot like that inside. Holly Straub could not finish it, and ball's going to be off of Morton, out of bounds. Possession will stay with Palatine. Tell you, Ryan, this is a physical girls basketball game. I mean, being from where we are, Janesville area in Wisconsin there, watch a lot of girls basketball. This is the most physical game I've seen all year. And it's both sides. I mean, it's not like the refs aren't doing the job. They're letting them play.
I know, considering there hasn't been a ton of fouls called either. So, like you said, they have definitely let them play.
And I guess that's all you ask for, is for it to be even. And the refs, I think, have done a good job with that today. It's even. They're letting both sides go. Now the ball's taken away by Bisping, and it's stolen back now. And we're going to have a foul, reach-in foul on Morton. Good defense by Morton to get the steal by Bisping, but then it was stolen right back by number 12, Anna Laval.
Maddie Day just picked up her third, team's fourth.
Now we're going to have a timeout. Palatine.
I basically think it's, Coach Glazer is calling a timeout to give the girls a little bit of rest. They've only played basically maybe 7 deep. Most of the time, it's been Glazer, Laval, Pappas, Straub. I mean, actually, it's been basically 5 girls the entire game.
Rising, yeah, that's it. They got to be in good shape, Ryan, because they have been running all over this floor.
Well, right now, Coach Bisping is going to tell the girls to step up the pressure. There's only 4 minutes to go. Let's try to do something to go for the steal. I mean, they have a lot of fouls to give.
And you got to remember, this isn't their first. This is their 4th game in 48 hours. So that, basically in 2 days they played 4 games, and you got to be a little tired. But I'll tell you what, Immanuel does not show it. Palatine is all over the floor, all out hustle constantly. And so is Morton. They are. They're hustling out there. It's not a hustle thing. It's just the defensive intensity of Palatine is just something to watch.
And it's tough to play full court, man-to-man defense, both sides.
Now here's the drive by Anna Laval, straight to the hoop. Can't put it down. Holly Straub up. No good. Scramble for it. It's brought down by Laval. And they'll reset it up top. 2 good shots, couldn't make it, but they got the rebound, and Glazer has it up top. Now here's the drive. Holly Straub with a little runner jumper, no good. Rebound brought down, and here comes Bisping. Bisping on the run. Then it's stolen away by Anna Laval. And now she's going to the hoop, and Bisping's got to back off. 2 layups missed. Now we have a tie-up underneath, the possession arrow in favor of Morton. You had a feeling, Ryan, that 2 good layups there, that would have been it, as they say in Packerland, and there is your dagger. But they missed them both.
They've missed 4 consecutive layups, so they've been able to, they have a 12-point lead, but if you look where they've shot from the floor in the 4th quarter, they're 2 for 8. This 12-point game could be much, much worse at this point.
Yeah. Now we got Katie Adams working on Glazer up top. Glazer now it's a double team with Laval. They love to bring that double team. And now we're going to have another turnover. Possession arrow in favor of Palatine. It's just they turn on that double team over there. They love for you to dribble on the sides there. That's where they want you.
That's their 23rd turnover of the game. And with under 3 to play, I just don't see the Flames having enough to come back.
Every time you think they're going to have a little run, it seems like a nice pass. Laval to Straub. And there is the largest lead, I believe, in the game at 14 right now. And nice pass by Anna Laval underneath the Straub.
Oh, no, it's been all Laval in the second half. She has 3 assists, 4 steals. She's been a difference maker on both aspects.
I mean, you don't have to be the top scorer to make your presence felt on the court. And I'll tell you what, Anna Laval has done it today. Not with the scoring, but with everything else, the defense, the turnovers that she's forced.
But it doesn't help if you are the top scorer either. Holly Straub with her 16th point of the game. the Flames have nobody to stop her.
No, they don't.
And in Straub's defense, it actually could be considerably more as well. I mean, she is currently 7 for 16 from the floor. So, I mean, and a lot of those have been missed bunnies.
Yeah, she could have had a lot more. And how many rebounds does she have in the game?
She has 7 rebounds, but, you know, really, there hasn't been a ton of shots attempted today.
Exactly. That's the thing. Morton has not had a lot of good looks at the basket. And when they have, unfortunately, they've missed a lot of ones that they should have put in.
You know, as a team, Immanuel Palatine is 13 for 41. And for the Flames, they're 5 for 17. So, I mean, that's almost double. I mean, that's over double the amount of attempts the Bobcats and the Flames.
And that's about what the score is double.
No question. And
30-16. So.
And the other stat is Immanuel Palatine has 13 turnovers, and Bethel Morton has 23 turnovers.
Almost double there, too. So, you know, Morton inbounds the ball. Bisping looking for some help. And it's going to be last touch by Palatine. It'll stay with Morton. Checking in will be number 12, Meredith McDonough.
I see.
Emma Goddard checks
I'm thinking
out.
Coach Glazer is going to start putting in their bench players pretty shortly here.
Now we're going to have a reaching in foul on the Bobcats. And Morton will take it out of bounds.
That can be on Laval. Yep, that's Laval's 3rd foul, team's 4th, but at this point of the game.
Well, I don't think Anna knows any other speed but overdrive. I mean, that's the way she's played the whole game. Ball slapped out of bounds. It'll stay here with Morton. They're down by 14, 2:09 to go, 4th quarter. Inbound to Maddie Day. Maddie Day working on traffic and stolen away. Long pass to Laval. Anna Laval from Demi Pappas. And that is the largest lead of the game at 32-16.
You know, Mr. Larrabee, why don't you just say it? I know you want to.
There is your dagger. I'm sure the Bears fans down here love that one.
You know, I don't know if they remember last year's NFC Championship game. I'm pretty sure Wayne Larrabee said that as well.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure they'll remind us that the Giants had that to say to us a couple weeks ago. So, last basket put in there by, I believe it was by Bisping.
Nope, that was actually Maddie Day.
Maddie Day made it. Okay, cut it to 14 at 32-18. But
you know, I guess my question is, you know, you're going down into the 4th quarter, down 8 points. You know, trying to do something. Do you know how many attempts the Flames have had in the 4th quarter? 2. They've had 2 field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. You're not going to win many games with having 2 field goal attempts in them.
Now it looks like we're going to have mass substitution on both sides and standing ovations from both sets of parents and fans from both teams here. A nice gesture. I tell you what, Morton has nothing to be embarrassed about, Ryan. They played a heck of a tournament. The 6th seed to get to the championship game. They knocked off the 2 seed. They knocked off the 3 seed. And even though they're going to lose today, you know, they were never out of this game here until about the last 3 minutes. They hung around, but Palatine's just too tough.
Yeah, it's been all Palatine all game long from the get-go. You know, they had that 13-3 lead at the end of the 1st quarter, and the Flames have not been able to cut into it. You know, a couple times they were able to get to 8, but that's been basically it.
1:26 to go, 14-point Palatine lead, and mass substitution on both sides here. Lexi Heiritz has it up top. She passes over to Taylor English, back to Heiritz. Gets it underneath, tries to get it inside. Ball slapped around, loose on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Morton. Molly Kruger will inbounds the ball. She'll get it into Ashley Bannon. Bannon will bring it over the timeline. Ashley with the ball. Going against her counterpart, both number 1s, Lexi Heiritz. Drives to the hoop, no good. Nice move, gets her own rebound. Shot put up, good by Lexi Heiritz. And
nope, you're wrong team, my friend. It's actually Ashley Bannon.
Oh.
You know, we all make mistakes. No worries.
You know what? I'm looking at the wrong team. You know, there they go. There's too many mass substitutions out there. Okay. Well, I gave it to her counterpart. You know, it's a Christian thing to do, to give to others. Long shot put up by number 10. Taylor English, no good. And now Lexi Heiritz has the ball up top. How's that sound? Is that better?
I feel
okay.
Better.
All right,
better.
That's good. All right. Yeah, Ashley Bannon on the last basket. My fault. Good thing I got Ryan here. You start getting old like me and you get senile, and you need somebody to remind you what's going on once in a while. Jump shot put up, no good. Ball's loose on the floor and picked up by Morton with 8 seconds. 7, 6, 32-20. Palatine is going to win the LSA state championship. Shot up, no good. And that is the final score with the Bobcats from Palatine 32 and the Flames from Morton Bethel 20. Both teams have played a heck of a game. They both played their hearts out. Morton Bethel has nothing to be ashamed of. A 6th seed getting all the way to the championship game. But I'll tell you what, Ryan, Palatine is a tough team.
You know, and the funny thing is that this game the Flames did play well, but when the Bobcats still only shoot 30% from the floor, and they forced 23 turnovers and only won by 12 points. So very impressive effort by both teams. But you can't really say enough about Holly Straub, 16 points, 7 rebound effort. You know, Lauren Glazer chipped in with 4 points, 3 assists, and 4 steals. And Laval had 4 points and 4 steals and 3 assists. Very balanced effort across the board. You know, very impressive effort by both teams. But you know, let's see if in the championship game, if both Immanuel Palatine 8th grade teams can win it all.
Win the state champ, and I'll tell you what, they're impressive. I watched them play yesterday, and they are a good team, as is Peoria. You know, they're tough too, so we'll see what happens here. But I'll tell you, the player that seemed to make a difference to me in this game might not show up in the box score, but Anna Laval, especially in that second half, was swarming on defense all over the court. She harassed, even when she didn't get the turnover, she was making it very uncomfortable for Morton on the offensive end. We're going to have the trophy presentation here for both teams, Morton Bethel and Palatine Immanuel. 32-20. Once again, the Bobcats from Palatine Immanuel defeating the Flames from Morton Bethel. And we're going to have the placing of the 2012 state champion banner brought down from the wall, and this will be handed over to the state champions from Palatine Immanuel, the Bobcats, victorious today. And
ladies and gentlemen, at this time we're ready for the trophy presentation. And here's a brief outline as to what we're going to do. First, we'll take care of the second place trophy and second place medallions. Then we'll go to the first place award, the trophy, the ball, the banner. Then we'll go to the first place medallions. Then we'll go to all tournament. And lastly, we'll have the sportsmanship presentation. How about that ball game? Congratulations, both teams. At this time, we need the Flames from Bethel Morton to come forward and accept your second place trophy. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Andy Fritz. He serves here at St. Peter as athletic director, but he's also a member of the board of directors and the tournament co-chair. Please welcome Mr. Fritz.
All right, let's meet the Flames. Number 1, Ashley Bannon. Number 2, Maggie Brennan. Number 3, Molly Kruger. Number 4, Emma Goddard. Number 5, Lexi Collins. Number 11, Addie Horton. Number 12, Meredith McDonough. Number 13, Brandy Bisbing. Number 15, Jessica Brisbane. Number 21, Maddie Glotz. Number 22, Maddie Day. And number 24, Katie Adams. Principal, John Jacob. Athletic Director, Jason Marks. Head Coach, Todd Bisbing. Assistant Coach, Todd Kruger. Assistant Coach, Brett Day. Manager, Linda Bisbing. And statistician, Don Bannon.
Please join me in congratulating the champions, the Bobcats from Immanuel, Palatine. Now we need the Bobcat coaches to come forward and accept the basketball. And Bobcats, another banner to your Wall of Fame over at Immanuel. Congratulations. And once again, here's Mr. Fritz for the presentation of the Bobcats.
Number 1, Lexi Heiritz. Number 3, Nadia Lloyd Santiago. Number 5, Lauren Glazer. Number 10, Taylor English. Number 11, Maggie Murphy. Number 12, Anna Laval. Number 13, Claire Fathers. Number 14, Demi Pappas. Number 21, Holly Stroup. Number 23, Katie Smith. Number 24, Kirsten August. Number 32, Danya Lloyd Santiago. Number 33, Naomi Beckley. Number 34, Alex Tagney. Number 42, Haley Martino. Number 43, Brianna Stryzek. And number 53, Jenny Wilney. Principal, Mr. John Miro. Athletic directors, Kim Schneider-Morris and Richard DeWitt. Head coach, Heather Glazer. Assistant coach, Dan Heiritz. Assistant coach, Tony Laval. Manager, T.R. Turner. And statistician, Jim Beckley. At this time, we're going to announce the members of the all-tournament team. There are 15 members of the all-tournament team, and then from that 15, one of those will be selected as most valuable player. First off, from Bethel Morton, Katie Adams. From Zion Belleville, Becca Althoff. From Trinity Edwardsville, Marie Beatty. From Bethel Morton, Brandy Bisbing. From Immanuel Palatine, Lauren Glazer. From Lincoln Zion, Lexi Groves. From Cross Yorkville, Rebecca Hahn. From Trinity Centralia, Kaylee Holscher. From St. John's Lombard, Madison Cook. From Immanuel Batavia, Josie Mudd. From Immanuel Palatine, Demi Pappas. From Springfield Our Saviors, Carrie Wolf. From Immanuel, Palatine, Holly Stroup. From St. John's Lombard, Casey Taylor. And from Lincoln Zion, Haley Williams. And our most valuable player in the 2012 LSA Girls State Basketball Tournament from Immanuel, Palatine, Lauren Glazer. Before we give out our last award, just kind of a word of note for Immanuel Palatine fans especially. The photographer will be over in Hoops Fest after we're done here to take the official tournament photos. So if you could head to Hoops Fest, we would appreciate that. All right, our final award this evening is our Sportsmanship Award, which you have heard announcements for at the beginning or start of every game in this tournament. It's an award that we value and hope to continue to work to promote good sportsmanship. The winner of the 2012 Girls Sportsmanship Award from Our Saviors Springfield.